Hello, my learners. You're welcome once again to another episode of our virtual lesson. We are talking about learning English language, and in the English language, the strand is grammar, the sub-strand is verbs, and then we want to talk about forms of what? Verbs. Forms of verbs. Previously, we learned about verbs, and we talk about the two kinds of verbs, that is transitive and intransitive. Today, we want to learn, or we want to discuss simple present tense and their uses. We want to discuss simple present tense and their uses. When we talk about verbs or forms of verbs, then we're talking about what? The tenses of verb. Tenses of a verb, or the tense of what? Verbs. Okay. First of all, verbs, as we are saying, verbs is what an action word or a doing word. As we explained the other time, verbs is any action word or a doing word. But verb is having something unique. It's having something unique. The unique thing, or some quality. Verb is having some what? Quality. Having some quality. The qualities is what we need to know before we move to what we want to do. You have to know the qualities of what? Verb. It's having two main qualities. Two main qualities of verb are what? The subject. The subject, and then the time. The time. So when you say the subject, verbs, when you want to use a verb, you need to use the subject. The subject can be noun or pronoun. The subject can be what? Noun or pronoun. We all know nouns. Car, human beings, name of human beings, name of anything at all are nouns. When you don't want to mention the name of that thing, we can use the pronoun to stand for it. And the pronoun can be what? I, we, he, she, and then it. These are the pronouns. So when you don't want to use any of the noun, you can use I, we, she, he, she, and it. To form the what? The action. And the action can also happen at the present time, past, and even the future. So the time of the action also talks. So it can be present. That means right now you are doing something right now, present, and it can also be what? Past or the future. So the two main qualities of what? A verb is what? Subject, the subject, and the time. The subject is what? The noun and the pronoun. Noun and pronoun. And we say I, we, she, it, and what? And it. When it comes to I, what you need to know about the subject, you just use the verb as it is in the present form. Let's say read. You use it, you not add anything. You not add anything. We too use the verb as it is, you not add anything. But when you come to she, he, and it, that one, you add s to the verb or he s to the verb. So let's take note of this. We are saying that when you are using I and we, the pronoun I and we don't add anything to the verb. We use the verb as it is in the present state. But when we are using he, she, and it, we add s or he s to it before we use what in the sentence. Okay, in the sentence. So one thing I also want to take note of is the verb in the present state is used in some form or in some ways. So the simple present tense are used for, we use it for certain things. Okay, we use the present state verbs in certain things. First, one, to express an indefinite action, activity, or state of being. Indefinite what? Action, activity, or state of being. Let me say indefinite, meaning something that move on without an end. It move on without what? An end. That means that thing is indefinite. So in our daily activity, some things goes on. It has no end. So we use the present verbs or the present tense for those activities. Let's take our example. First example. She reads. You see, I'm adding s to the verb read. She reads a lot of story books. So the verb here is what? Reads. So she reads. Because I'm using the word she, the pronoun she, I added s to the verb. So she reads a lot of story books. I'm using I. Like is the verb. I will not add anything to it, as we said. You don't add any s to the verb when you are using I or we. So I like to play volleyball. I like to play volleyball. Okay, I like to play volleyball. So it's something that we normally hold. It happens without any limit. It moves on every day. We might read our books. Okay, we read story books every day. So this happens without the end. You see, it's indefinite. Okay, good. Number 2, we also use the present tense verb to express a habitual routine, action, or activity. Habitual routine, action, or what? Activity. How is it habitual? Something that is like our habits, something we do. Okay, we do. Our habit thing that we do, or it happens every day or often. It's something that happens. Marriage happens. So, example, the train leaves the station at 5 o'clock. The train leaves the station at 5 o'clock. Meaning that every day is the train habit that to move from the station 5 o'clock exactly. So when you go the 501, you know when you meet the train. So it's habitual thing. It's happening every day. Okay, and it rains. So you see, you have to add what? S. I have to add S because I'm using what? It rains. It rains every day in the tropics. When you go to tropics, where a lot of trees are, it's tropics. Okay, so it rains every day in the tropics. So it's everyday thing. It becomes what? Habitual. What we do every day. So it rains every day in the what? In the tropics. Something that happens every day. So because I'm using it, I have to add what? S to the verb. Number 3, to express the present state of an action. To express the present state of an action. Example. She looks cheerful in her new dress. So we are expressing the present state of an action. Okay? The action is what? Looks. The action is looks. And I'm using she. So I have to add s to the verb look. Look. You can look. So she looks how she is looking at that moment. So she looks cheerful in her new dress. So we are using this to express the present state of the action. Number 4, to also express a universal truth. To express a universal truth. So we can also use the present tense verb to express what? A universal truth. When I say universal, that means we can't change it. We can't change it. It's the creature or natural truth. You can't do anything about it. The earth is round. So the earth is what? Is natural. You can't do anything about the earth. So the earth is round. And it's true. Or it's not true. The earth is round. So this, we are using what? The verb is to what? To say that in the present state, to say that the earth is round, because that means what? It's universal truth. You can't say the earth was, because the earth has not passed away. Okay, so the earth is still there, and that's universal truth. Another one is what? Water keeps its level. Water keeps its level. So water, it keeps what? Its level. So this is also universal truth. Always its level is there. So water is natural, okay, and it keeps its level. So we are saying that when we talk of present tense or verbs can happen at a time, that means present state. When you are doing something right now, it's present state, okay, and it can happen when maybe yesterday or some days after, or some days before. When we say some days before, that means it has passed, so it can happen in the past tense, or past action can happen. And also it can happen in our future, where we don't know what will happen there. So in our future too, something can happen. That is what? Future tense. So we have these main verbs. That's the time and then the subject. The two main qualities are what? The subject and the time. So you have to know the subjects you are using. When you are using plural subject, you don't add s. When you are using singular subject, we add s. Okay? So to bring the lesson to an end, we have talked about what? Present tense. And present tense are used in some ways or for some things. And it's used to express the indefinite action, activity, or state of what? Being. And also to express the habitual routine action or activity. Or to express what? The present state of an action. Or to also express a universal truth. I love you all. Stay safe. Bye-bye.